I just saw a question here, and I think it will be not fair on my part to not answer, because it's a serious issue that I need to answer here today, and it is what is causing problem in the continent. It's from Abbas. Abbas, thank you. He is saying that in replacing cement with plastic, what about the financial implementation? This is why we are where we are today as a continent. We first of all block our mind with money before even the idea. Money is not what ideas bring money. Money doesn't bring ideas. What implements is passion. It's not positions, it's not money. I have seen, do you know how much money have come to the continent? For the past 15 years, more than 15 billion has come to the African continent to address food insecurity. Why do we still have 257 million citizens going to bed hungry today if money was the solution to the problem? That's number one. Number two, where does money becomes the driver in making someone passionate about an issue? Why are those with a lot of money not being the biggest solution providers to the challenges we face in society? I thought it very, very important to handle this, because the reality is this, and I want to make this very clear before I exit, is that a truthful man will soon find himself expelled from 9 villages. This is an African proverb, because over time what I've noticed is that I have increasingly appreciated the words of this insightful African proverb, which speaks of the preference for convenience over truth for most people. But I would rather speak the truth and be expelled from these 9 villages. What am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say here is this: with that passion, even if you have money, you will never succeed. Because let's face it, life is not a celebration. You will struggle. You need to read my book and see my life pathway that I followed to be where I am today. I grew up in adversity. Yes, many of us grew up in adversity. That's not a crime. I never had money. Yes, not having money is not a crime. But I volunteer to build my skills. I volunteer by sacrificing and asking people what is there for me to do. And I did, not for payment, but it helped build my skills and experience that I used to apply to get a scholarship. If I could have sat and said there was no money, if I could have sat and said, if I am not paid, I cannot do it, I will be nowhere today. What's my point? Simple. By working, life is not a bed of roses. Life is not a celebration as we have been conditioned to think and expect, but rather a responsibility to offer solutions that touch many lives. If you look very carefully, a baby learning to walk falls down many times. She cries. He or she cries. But put yourself in the baby's world. When learning to walk, that is a difficult, painful, risky task, but the baby still undertakes that. They fall often. At times they injure themselves. They even bleed and cry. But what happens? They do not stop. What am I saying? The fact that you don't have money doesn't mean that you should stop. You should not. Come around willing young people, register in a cooperative, volunteer, learn a skill, stand on the side by a signboard, like, I'm making briquettes. Somebody will hire you. Volunteer and even ask people what you can do for them. Not only sitting on that high horse. Life is not a celebration. I have said this and I will say it again. Passion, which Elu mentioned. I call passion the currency of now. It is the fuel that moves ideas into real life solutions. If you have 100 billion today and you are not passionate, that money will finish without anything happening. This is true. Passion is what keeps one going, what fuels persistence, what fuels perseverance until success is achieved. But what ignites passion in the first place is a question we must ask. It is being attached to a cause that is bigger than you, that is bigger than an individual. Passion is automatically ignited in anyone who makes the preoccupation of their mind to achieve an ambition to touch lives and not only himself. What does that mean? With that money, you will start to do something, and that thing you are doing will bring you money. That is the reality. So look at a cause that exceeds yourself. And it should be to touch others and give your best. And that will bring you money. Because even the money coming without the passion and the purpose and the onboard vision will still be in the same place. I was never born into money. But I had the passion, and the passion is still today, to do things to touch others' life. Do same, please, and Africa will change because of you. Thank you.